Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Cincinnati Reds Rebuild here on MLB The Show 22. Last episode was the MLB Draft and the minor league showcase for the AAA Louisville Bats and the AA Lookouts, so Chattanooga Lookouts. So today's episode is a massive one. We've got all-star stuff, but I don't think we're going to be involved in any of the all-star stuff, so that might not take very long at all. The most important part is going to be trade deadline activities, and if you remember from last episode, we already made a pretty big move last episode at the very end of it. We traded Julio Urias back to the Dodgers for what could possibly be the Cy Young winner for this season. Dustin May, in 20 games this season, has pitched 17 wins and 1 loss with a 2.66 ERA. If he can even have half of that efficiency and that amazing pitching performance this final 3 months of the season, 2.5 months of the season, then I would take that because our team needs some sort of boost. It really, really does. We also brought back Nick Lodolo in that trade. He's having a fantastic season as well, 11-3 with a 2.74 ERA. I don't know what's gotten into him, but he's pitching very, very well. I think we traded to the Dodgers last season, in the offseason last year. So he's back. Walker Buehler's back. We're basically making a Dodgers theme team here in Cincinnati with Dustin May, Walker Buehler, and now Nick Lodolo, even though Nick Lodolo is a Red originally. The bullpen, I think, needs a little bit of work in terms of we got to figure the budget out. We did free up a little bit of money, but I do want to get rid of one of the relief pitchers. Either Luisiaga, Hicks, or Alex Reyes. Probably not Alex Reyes, but either Hicks or Luisiaga is going to have to go because he's 0-6 in 47 games played. He's got a 6.36 ERA. He's probably got to go. So he's going to be somebody that we trade. Another guy that we probably have to trade, I don't even know. It says we're first in pitching, so probably we have to do something here with the hitting. Like we have to do something with the lineup. I don't know what to do differently in the lineup to make it more efficient, to make it better. I really have no clue. Maybe we get a better second baseman. A better shortstop, I should say, so we can move India back to second base. Maybe that's a possibility. I don't know, but we got to move forward. We got to get through the all-star stuff. So we're going to simulate this game against the Pirates. We actually won that game against the Pirates, which is cool. The home run derby in Dodger Stadium. We have nobody participating. It's Giancarlo Stanton, Rafael Devers, Brandon Lau, Jock Peterson, Francisco Lindor, Austin Meadows, Jesse Winker, former Red, and Tim Anderson. That is your home run derby for this season. What's our important message? Mariners have waived Max Schrock. The Twins and the Phillies are trading Byron Buxton. Did we know that? I think we knew that, right? Trade accepted from the Dodgers. We're not negative anymore, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about the budget. We are back in the positives, and we're going to be even more positive after we trade some of these players. Okay, so we can simulate the home run derby. All-Star game is today. Play the All-Star game. We will see if we have anybody participate. I don't think we will, but we can take a. Oh, well, technically we have Dustin May, but he wasn't on our team for the performance, so we won't jump in and play for him or play as him. And Nick Lodolo. Those two guys don't count because we just traded for him. They made the All-Star game as Dodger players. So, Emmanuel Clase made it. Okay, so we do have one person, so we can jump in and play. All right, that's cool. That is very, very cool. Anybody in the lineup? I don't expect anybody on the lineup. We didn't have that great of a team, it seems like. And no, there's only pitchers from our team. So we will jump in. We will play with, you know what? We'll pitch a few innings with Dustin May, with Nick Lodolo, just because they're on our team now, even though they didn't become all-stars this season as members of the Reds. And then we'll finish the game with Emmanuel Clase, and then we'll jump into like trade deadline stuff. So I'll see you guys in the game.
Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the MLB All-Star Game. It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shopping. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star Game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started, and on the mound in this one, Dustin May.
All right, we get to see Dustin May. This is a good little experiment to see Dustin May in action before he actually puts on a Reds uniform for the first time. So let's get some work in with him, and he will have a cutter taken foul territory against Tim Anderson. We'll go slurve. Hopefully this strikes out Tim, and nope, that goes for a ball. So it is now a full count. We'll go sinker. And he will connect. Lindor makes the play, and that is the first out. Good job, boys. You love to see it. We'll go sinker again against Luis Arias, or Arias, however you say his name. Always forget. And then we'll go two-seamer. He's not going to expect a two-seamer, that's for sure. And he does not expect the two-seamer, but he does hit it. All right, time for the slurve. Time for a little slurve action. And that is going to be a ball. He didn't chase it. All right, good on you. Good on you. Good discipline, I guess. Here comes the cutter. He chases the cutter, but he does not hit it very well. And that'll be second out of the inning. All right, I'm liking Dustin May so far. J-Ram comes to the plate, 2-2 count to him with 2 outs in the inning. And he will hit that to center field. Brian Reynolds gives chase. And that'll be third out. Good job from the boys. Dustin May does a good job. And now we get to go up against Bieber Fever, but we are not going to play anything here. They scored 2 runs. I'll take that. Look at Dustin May's picture. That's amazing. You love to see it. All right, Dustin May gets 2 innings. Then we'll bring in Nick Lodolo, and then we'll be out of here, basically. Well, we got to pitch with Emmanuel Clase because he is actually part of our team. Called third strike on Vladdy Jr. Dustin May with the first strikeout of the All-Star game for him. Cedric Mullins. Oh, my God. Cedric Mullins might have just smoked a baseball, but not deep enough. Brian Reynolds gives it all the way to the warning track, but he does get it. You love to see that. That was a big-time hit from Cedric Mullins there. And Austin Meadows way out in front of that sinker. Was not expecting it. And we will go cutter. And, he's way over top of it. Austin Meadows goes down swinging. And Dustin May delivers on his first 2 innings of All-Star Baseball. All right, we might have got ourselves a pretty big stud. All right, let's make a pitching change. Go to the bullpen, bring in, what's-his-face? Nick Lodolo, warm him up. And then go to mound visit, bullpen, and Nick Lodolo is ready to go. All right, the other addition to our roster this trade deadline so far, the first big piece, part of the first big piece, and that'll be bounced off of Juan Soto's shoe, and he doesn't try to go to the second base. So unlike Dustin May, Nick Lodolo allows a hit from Jose Altuve, and Julio Rodriguez up to the plate now, making an All-Star game. I don't know how many All-Star games he's made so far, and he's gonna make plenty more if that's fair. It is, and that's an automatic double. Okay, Lodolo, you're kind of scaring me here. This is the reason why we traded you in the first place, because you couldn't be consistent when you're pitching with you. He does strike out Salvi, so that's pretty good. Gets 1 out in the inning. Good job, Lodolo. Now we're going up against Tim Anderson again, and Anderson will foul that off, so it's a 1-2 count. We'll try the slider that struck out Salvi, and that will not strike out Tim Anderson. That will score both the runs, as Brian Reynolds gives chase to it, but will not be able to get there. And Tim Anderson clears the bases. It is tied 2-2. Nick Lodolo has just sold. Come on, Nick. You're scaring me. I don't want you to revert back to your old school Red days now that we traded for you, because we gave up a good amount to get you back here. We risking a lot to bring you and Dustin May into the team, because Dustin May is probably going to be a rental. I don't know if we're going to have the money to be able to afford his contract. So we risked a lot to bring him in. I'm just hoping it's not going to go to waste. We gotta make the playoffs, and we gotta win a playoff game this year. Then I'll call it a successful trade. If that doesn't happen, then it's a failed trade. All right, we jump back out, and that's probably gonna be it until we get to the end of the game where we can bring in Emmanuel Clase. So let's bring in Zach Gallen now. He can pitch, and then we'll simulate this half inning. We'll bring in Max Meyer. And he can come in, and the AL goes up 5-2. But then we get 3 more runs in the very next half inning. So it's 5-5 now. And Goslin can come in. Man, the Dodgers had 3 pitchers make the All-Star team. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And now we bring in, we got a lot of closing pitchers here. David Bednar can come in for the 7th. We can go on that. Then pitching change, we can bring in Cabrera, Edward Cabrera can come in, and we can't do anything there, but we can bring in Emmanuel Clase and then jump in. Our pitcher, Emmanuel Clase. Top of the 9th. There isn't a chance for them to win the game. They can take the lead, but they can't win it. And that's exactly what they do. They take the lead. Salvador Perez with a home run, solo, no doubter. Off the bat. Or off the pitch of Emmanuel Clase, and the American League might have just won because Emmanuel Clase blew a save. That's not good. That's our pitcher. Why couldn't it have happened when it wasn't our guy in the game? I don't like that. I wish it would have happened when somebody else was in the game. And that's gonna. Oh my God. Okay. Emmanuel, you sure you're good? What's going on here? 3 straight hits. You made the All-Star team for a reason. What's going on? That's a good, thankfully, strike. Very lucky call. And that hopefully will be a double play. Tatis, underhand, 27 speed, thank God. And that's 2 outs. But Emmanuel Clase just got the loss probably, because I don't think we're going to have enough juice to be able to get 2 runs to win the game. Beautiful cutter past Vladdy Jr. We can strike him out. We've done it before. Clase makes the play at the mound, and he will get the 3rd out. So it's a 1-run game. I'm not going to play it, but it's because we don't have anybody on the team, so it doesn't matter. And they're going to bring in their closer, Gregory Soto. All right, here we go. Tatis, he struck out. Brian Reynolds flies out, and a walk for Juan Soto, and a ground out for Rafael Devers. The AL wins 6-5 over the National League, and it's because of Emmanuel Clase in the top of the 9th. I am sick. Absolutely sick. But Dustin May looked good, so that's promising. That is promising. It just sucks that Emmanuel Clase was the reason why we lost. That's not good for morale. But whatever, the All-Star game doesn't matter. It doesn't count. We keep moving. Texas has claimed Taj Bradley off waivers, but this is a vote. Yes, I would like to revoke it. I didn't want him in the thing anyway. I accidentally pressed it. Teoscar Hernandez gets traded from the Blue Jays to the Rays for a couple prospects. Very interesting there. And I have to make sure that I don't move Taj Bradley again. I can't believe I didn't realize he had no waivers. That sucks that he has no options. So we're going to have to move somebody else down who shouldn't be up here, which it's going to have to be a base hitter or a hitter in the lineup. Who's it going to be? It's got to be somebody. It might have to be Lucas Sims. But that'd be a dumb idea, right? Well, I guess we're going to trade. Does he have any options? He does have options. Let's just move him down to AAA for now. Okay, so our bullpen looks a little weird, but hopefully it'll work. Just sucks that Taj Bradley doesn't have any options left. So we're taking on the Pirates. We just got done playing the Pirates in a 3-game set where we took 2 of 3 against them, but now we come back to the All-Star break. We have to play them again. So Dustin May will pitch his first game against the Red Sox on the road. Okay. Because he didn't pitch this game against... No, Casey Mize pitched that game. Was he here? No, Julio Urias pitched that loss. Okay, so this is official. His first game as a Red is against the Boston Red Sox, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But let's simulate past the Pirates. The Bats have 14 pitches on the roster. 13 is allowed. Okay, so the Bats need to move down a pitcher, probably a bullpen arm, and we'll move down McFarland to AA. All right, there we go. And now we simulate past. We lose. AA has 14 pitches on the roster. We lost the Pirates. Okay, so let's move a AA pitcher down to Class A. There we go. That should be everything figured out. And we took 2 or 3 again against the Pirates. 51 and 51, a half a game above the Brewers. Man, we need something. I don't know what it is, but we need something. We just need some more like oomph, some juice or something. I don't know what we need, but we need something. I'm thinking it's another shortstop, maybe a first baseman because Cam Collier he's good, but is he good enough? The rest of this lineup is pretty solid. I mean, maybe Tyler Stevenson needs to get out of here at catcher, but he's been pretty solid his entire career here in Cincinnati. Oh, I don't really know what to do. We've got, is there anything decent on the trade block? Keston Hiura is always a decent option. He always destroys me. He's coming off of a 41 home run season last year. Holy crap, that's crazy. Anybody else? Gavin Lux, I don't want. I mean, I do want Gavin Lux, but I don't think he'd fit here with what we're trying to do. Oh, Jackson Holiday's on the trade block, but he's not really high enough overall. Oswald Perez, having a decent season, but nothing crazy. Trent Grisham, Tyler Soderstrom, Taylor Trammell, Stephen Kwan, Leody Taveras, Josh Jung's interesting. But I'm not seeing anything on the trade block, so we're going to have to keep going. We're taking 2 games against the Red Sox here, and we won the first one because of Dustin May, I would assume. Gregory Soto, all-star Gregory Soto, gets traded from the Tigers to the White Sox. Wow. It only took an older starting pitcher, Kyler Cody, and a prospect shortstop. Okay. But we're 52 and 52. Dead even, and Dustin May continues his journey as the potential #1 Cy Young winner. He currently leads it, along with Shohei. Shohei's in the running too. I mean, Dustin May won it in 2023, so that's pretty cool. He could win 2 Cy Youngs. We got a series against the Marlins, and we swept them. That's beautiful. Let's go, guys. Okay, Taj Bradley actually got a... Wait, how did Taj Bradley get the win? Was he in the lineup? No, he just came in and won the game. Okay, I'll take it. I don't care. As long as we get the win. Doesn't matter how we do it. So we need to work on the lineup. I think the pitching is finished. I think pitching is fine for what we're trying to do. It's just the lineup. We need a hitter. We need somebody to give us that oomph. And I don't know who's going to be the guy to do it. I think we look for a second baseman. No, a shortstop, I mean. I think we look for a shortstop because we can move India back to second base. So let's go to the trade block, or to the trade screen. And we put up Noelvi Marte because we don't need him. And we put up somebody else to make it work to where we can get a shortstop. Who's going to be that shortstop? Somebody that's preferably not super expensive like an Anthony Volpe, but we can't get him. Wander Franco, he's obviously too expensive. Gabriel Arias, I mean, that would be kind of interesting, but I don't think that's the right fit. Royce Lewis is having a really good season. He's got arbitration for 2 more seasons too. Okay, that's an option, I guess. What would it be to get him? They value him pretty highly, especially over Noelvi Marte. Tim Anderson's kind of out of the question. Dansby Swanson, I don't want. J.P. Crawford. Javi Baez, certainly not. He did not work in our experiment last season. He didn't work, so he got hurt. Khalil Watson, that could be cool. 91 overall. Oh, wow. He's valued really high by the Marlins. Okay, so he's out of the question. Won't be able to get him. Ronnie Mauricio is an option. 89 overall, 23-year-old shortstop. Okay, Ronnie. Now we're talking. We can have a conversation with the Mets, although let me do my due diligence. Let me go around the rest of the league. Don't want to get somebody that there could be somebody better out there. Maybe like a Nico Horner. We know we have our problems with Nico. And he could be something, but he's a little bit more valuable. A little bit slightly more valuable than the other guy, than Mauricio. What's his contract look like? Oh, he's a free agent. I don't want another rental. O'Neal Cruz is going to be too valuable, right? Is O'Neal Cruz too? Yeah, O'Neal Cruz is too valuable. Jordan Lawler's too valuable. Gavin Lux has arbitration, but I don't want Gavin Lux right now. Fernando Tatis, obviously I want Fernando Tatis, but we can't get him. Marco Luciano, too valuable. There's Marcelo Meyer. I've been talking about Marcelo Meyer. I've been talking about how I wanted to get him. It's either him or Ronnie Mauricio. And Mauricio for the Mets is 23, 89 overall. And for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer is 22, 86 overall. Okay. So 3 overall higher and 1 year older, right? Yeah, 1 year older, 3 overall higher. Mauricio has better hitting stats. He's got more power. Yeah, he's got more power. I think Mauricio could be the option for us. Plus, he's got arbitration for 2 more seasons. And I don't think he'd be super difficult to get. Yeah, we could give him like Jerome Schneider. Or maybe like Michael C. Oh, we'd have to give up just Michael Ciani. Okay, interesting. I could certainly think of something there. Or if we give up a pitcher, maybe like a Josh Winder. Okay, now we're talking. Josh Winder could be an option here. 28 years old, probably never going to be anything for us. And then we throw in somebody who we don't need, like Joey Votto. Joey Votto doesn't even get it done. That's how crazy it is. We don't have a lot of depth is the problem. I guess like Jerome Schneider could get it done. So Noelvi Marte, Josh Winder, and Jerome Schneider to get our new starting shortstop. I'm going to accept this trade. Ronnie Mauricio, welcome to the team. That's a big-time trade because Mauricio comes in and plays shortstop. India will go and be the second baseman again. We will make sure that that is the case as we swap that, then bring Mauricio in. Switch that again. Perfect. All right. So that's awesome. And 89 overall, Ronnie Mauricio now comes into the squad, hitting 242 in 108 games. Got a lot of power, got a lot of contact. I like it. So our new shortstop is here, and he's a switch hitter, which helps too. Him and Elliot de la Cruz back-to-back switch hitters. I like that. So now the only real gap in our team is first base, catcher, and right field. That's really the gaps that we have. And we freed up a little bit more money because Noelvi Marte was costing like $3 million or something. So now we got to trade Luis Iaga. I don't want to forget about him. So let's trade Luis Iaga for another relief pitcher who preferably is not expensive and has at least decent potential and is kind of young. I would appreciate a younger guy. Maybe like Davis Sharp. Ooh, Davis Sharp actually isn't that bad. Oh, but he's valued pretty highly. Okay, I see that. Or at least he's valued more than what Luis Iaga is. This could be pretty difficult to ship him off. Who's this guy? DeMarcus Napek. Okay, I don't really know much about him, but he's a 69 overall. That's probably not the best course of action, but that might be all we can get. That might be all we can get. We certainly can't get like Bryce Elder. I can try. 6-4 in the big leagues. He's got a 5 ERA. Jesus Luzardo. He's only 27. AAA. He's got 16 saves in AAA this year. You know what? He's not super expensive. We'd be freeing up a little bit of money. Not a crazy amount, but a little bit of money. This could work if I also give them a couple of other bullpen arms. Like this guy. Okay, so 3 relief pitchers for Jesus Luzardo. There we go. We freed up some money there. Not a crazy amount, but a little bit. And they want Luzardo to be up here in the big league club. He has an option, so he's probably going to have to go down to AAA. Probably. AAA's got a lot of bullpen arms, and AA doesn't really have that many, so we're going to move a guy down to AA. Yeah, Luzardo's probably going to have to be down there in AAA. Although, I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 guys in the bullpen, so yeah, without Luzardo, he's probably going to have to go down. Just for right now, until this team opens up. Once the September call-ups are here, we're probably going to bring Luzardo up to the big leagues, because then we'll have 2 spots. All right, so we have our new shortstop in Ronnie Mauricio. We have another arm in the bullpen in, what's his face? Luzardo, Jesus Luzardo, whatever. I can't even say his name. So we have that figured out. Daniel Espino's 5-12 in AAA this year. What is happening, Espino? Are you not that good? Maybe we move on from you. I didn't realize you were doing so bad. And I'm sure he still has... Yeah, he's still got crazy good value. Okay, this could work out in our favor. This could work out in our favor. We could certainly find a couple, probably, a couple good young pitchers who have good potential and are pitching really good. There's got to be somebody here. Or maybe we find a pitcher and a hitter who has good potential. Who's this? Hunter Brown. In AAA is 3-6, so he's not doing much better than what we have. Sam Bachman, 5-7 in the big leagues this year. All right. Ooh, they have a couple guys. Cole Winn is down here. He's been in the big leagues. He hasn't pitched yet this season. But they also have Emerson Hancock, who's 82 overall at 25. Don't really like that separation. There's Kumar Rocker. He's 3-8 in the big leagues. Not having a great season. But look at this value. We could get Kumar Rocker, and we could get a hitter too. Maybe even 2 more hitters. Brooks Lee, is he good? Josh Smith. There's Stephen Kwan. He must have got traded to the Rangers. Owen Casey, or what? How do you even say that name? I don't even know. Steele Walker, what a name that is. So this is a potential deal. We could do Daniel Espino for Kumar Rocker, Justin Foscue, and Owen Casey. It's a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it would help us out because we could send Rocker down to AAA because he's certainly not ready to be in the big leagues, at least not this season. We could send him. He would replace Daniel Espino basically in AAA, and then we'd be getting 2 younger, potential guys to give us more depth. Okay, let's keep moving. I don't think that's going to be that could be the trade, but let's keep on taking a look. So they've got Yuri Perez, the Marlins do, and Sixto Sanchez, who's only 26. And Max Meyer. I think he made the All-Star game. Yeah, he did. Okay, so we could only get Max Meyer if we tried to trade for him, but I don't think that's the right idea, at least not right now. Okay, what else is there? Mike Abel. He's 2-11 in the big leagues. See, some of these guys are up a little too early, I think. I'm kind of liking that Rangers deal. Gives us some depth. Although the Pirates, they could give us a starting pitcher. They could also give us not Henry Davis. They could give us... Okay, we could get Tamar Johnson. We'd have to throw something back in return. We can't get Brian Reynolds, who'd be cool to have. But they don't really have anything else for me. They don't have the kind of depth that I was looking for. We could get Noah Miller. And we could get Nick Gonzalez. I mean, we could try to get Tamar Johnson, but we'd have to throw something back to them. And I don't know what we could give back to them. Maybe Adrian Hernandez or Jared Solomon or Michael Triana. No, not him. Sal Stewart. Sal Stewart would work. What's he in? He's in AAA. Triana's in AA. Herrera's up at the... We got to keep Sal Stewart here. We could give them Jeffrey Martinez. And then I could give them... I don't know, like Nick Ernst. Any of these guys down here? Who's the first guy that gets it done? David Wong is the first guy that gets it done. But I don't want to give up David Wong. He's got A potential. Mark Polito gets it done. Sal Stewart gets it done. Rodney Raditz gets it done. Victor Acosta. Cutter Coffee doesn't even get it done. Darn you, Cutter. Maybe Tamar Johnson's not the right guy to get. Because we're giving up too much. Probably giving up too much to get Tamar. So let's keep on moving. Maybe that's not the right trade. Maybe that's not the right trade. But we could get Norge. Who is this? Norge Vera? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Who else is here? Asa Lacy. Okay. He's not having a good year in AAA. But the Rockies could give us something. What do they have? They don't have anybody in their farm system. Wow, okay. They don't have anybody in their farm system. They've got Benny Montgomery, who could be something, I guess. But they don't have anything in their farm system, that is for sure. Andy Pages. The Dodgers. We don't want to trade the Dodgers again. We've already traded with the Dodgers a bunch. Adrian Morion, 9-5. He takes it down a little bit. Who's this? Kyle Harrison? 1-12? Okay, I kind of am talking myself into that Rangers deal. It's either the Rangers, where we get you, and we get not Brooksley, right? I mean, we could get Brooksley. We could get even more, even if we go for Brooksley. But it'd have to be Owen Casey, I think is who the deal was. And I'd have to get rid of Jeffrey Martinez. So straight up Daniel Espino could get us all three of these guys, these young prospects. But do I want to... See, now that Tamar Johnson thing is throwing me off a little bit. Is Kumar Rocker a better pickup than the pitcher that we would have got from the Pirates? That's the question. That is the question. The pitcher we would have got from the Pirates would have been Quinn Priester. And Quinn Priester's 4-11. He's not having a good year. He's only 24. 83 overall. Kumar is 25 already. Just Quinn Priester and Tamar. Okay. What other positions can Tamar... Oh, I backed out too many times. I was going to say, what other positions can Tamar Johnson play? Quinn Priester and Tamar Johnson. He can play shortstop as well. So for Casey Mize... Not Casey Mize, Daniel Espino. Do I like this deal? Do I like this deal? I think I like this deal. I don't think we can afford to get Nick Gonzalez as well. Even if I throw in Jeffrey Martinez, Nick Gonzalez can play third base too. What about if I throw in Cutter Coffee? No. What about if I throw in Javier Batista, Joey Compton? Ciani does it. Don't really want to give up Ciani. None of the bullpen arms do it because they all have bad potential. Aaron Franco, he doesn't do it. Any pitchers? Polito does it. Chester Patterson. See, that's now I don't want to get rid of these guys. And Nick Gonzalez is already 25. I don't think that's a good idea. So Jeffrey Martinez and Daniel Espino for Tamar Johnson and Quinn Priester. I mean, we're taking on a little bit more money than I'd like because Priester is costing a little bit more. But Tamar's got... he's restricted for a little bit. Why do I keep doing that? And then Quinn Priester is arbitration for 3 more seasons. I'm going to do this deal. So we get... I think that's a better deal than the Rangers deal. I think that's a better deal than the Rangers deal. So now we got to move Quinn Priester down to AAA so that he can take the spot of Daniel Espino. And we got to move Tamar Johnson to AAA. He should have options. Yeah, he's got tons. Oh, he doesn't have any. That was Rick Chapman. Well, Tamar's going to have to be up here, and Rick Chapman's going to have to go down, unfortunately. Sorry, Rick. I do think you're a good player, but Tamar Johnson's a little bit better, same age. And he's having a better season than you are, at least in terms of like home runs and stuff. So we've got Tamar Johnson and Jonathan India. The lineup now is a little bit better. The lineup looks good in the bench, but that doesn't free up any of our situations in terms of like the lineup still. The budget, we're good on the budget. I think we can survive this season without trading anybody else expensive. So now we can just try and go. I really hope Votto retires after this season. I really do. We're gonna need him to retire so badly. But now we just need to go and maybe get a first baseman. I'm not saying that there's anything bad with like Cam Colley or anything. I just feel like the first base position, we need to have a power hitter, and I don't think that we have any options here. We had Josh Bell for 2 seasons, but he was getting older. Had to let him. I don't think we could pay him anyway. Vinny Pasquantino. Ooh, wow, he's got lots of value. Okay. Luis Arez was an all-star. Nathaniel Lowe, Jared Walsh. I don't think we're going to have the assets to trade for any first baseman. At least any first baseman that matters. So I think we are good with what we have. Maybe we try and trade Austin Martin for another right fielder. Because we have Casas as our guy, like our DH is what I was trying to think. I couldn't think of the word. We have him as our DH, but maybe there's another right fielder out there that's a higher overall that's not super valuable, like a Kyle Tucker. But he should be. I was gonna say, but he's a rental. Oh, Austin Martin for Kyle Tucker. We'd be taking on $5.9 million. For 1 season. I mean, Dustin May is a rental as well, so it's not promising. We could get Alex Kirilloff, who is arbitration. Okay, but they'd have to give us a little bit more money. They don't have enough in the budget. So that's an option. He's an 87 overall. We could get not Mike Trout. We could get not Julio Rodriguez. He's a 98 overall. That's insane. Can't get Acuna Jr. Didn't think I would be able to. Certainly can't get Juan Soto. Is Juan Soto coming up for a contract? No, he's just started a new 9-year contract. Great. Dylan Carlson. We could get Dylan Carlson, and he's got another year of eligibility or of arbitration. And he's a higher overall, 89 overall, than Kyle Tucker. Mookie Betts is too expensive. Can't do that. JJ Bleday. He's got 2 more years of arbitration. Okay. Not having the greatest season. There's Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper too expensive. Kyle Tucker seems to be the best option here. Nick Castellanos. 2 more seasons at $20 million. I feel bad for the Tigers. Kyle Tucker right here. He's hot right now. But is it worth it to trade for him as a rental? When right field's not like the biggest need. Right field is not the biggest of needs. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Do. I don't know what we do. I don't know what we do. Kyle Tucker's not hitting as well in terms of average, but he's got more home runs, more RBIs. He's slugging 446. Austin Martin is slugging 437. Kyle Tucker's on base percentage 284. 316 for Austin Martin. OPS 754. OPS for Kyle Tucker 729. So they're kind of going back and forth here. It's just the fact that I don't know if a 1-year rental is the right option. When Kirilloff is hitting 282, 17 home runs, 60 RBIs, and he's got 2 years of arbitration. And we could get him one on. So he's an 87 overall. Kyle Tucker's a 94. 1 year younger. And he's got more. This would make me feel better getting Alex Kirilloff, because he is under contract or under control, team control. And Kyra, I worry because we're gonna have to pay a lot of guys, so I don't know if Dustin May and Kyle Tucker would make the cut. Is the only problem. That's what worries me a little bit. So a guy like Alex Kirilloff, who's under contract in arbitration, makes me feel a little bit more confident. Although the Angels are needing to trade a little bit more money. So if we can't get Sam Bachman, if they give us back, I don't know, somebody that costs a little bit more money. Who costs $172,000? They're gonna have to give us back. Who can we get back that costs enough money for this to go through? Oh, man, they don't really have anybody. There's Albert Amora Jr., former Red. Yikes, they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody, and I don't want to take on, like, Touki Toussaint, 10-2? Okay, maybe I do want to take on Touki Toussaint. Another bullpen arm? That would clear up the money. All right, well, we got to figure out who we give back in return. It probably won't take much. Maybe a bullpen arm. Okay, it won't take a bullpen arm. Will it take a starting pitcher? Polito and Chester Patterson. All the normal starting pitchers get it done. How's Cleveland Robles been pitching this year? 7-7. I like Cleveland Robles though. Chester Patton 7-6. I like Chester Patton. I like Mark Polito. I like Luis Castilla. Why don't they want like Bobby Hampton or something? Or this guy? What about if I throw this guy in combination? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Just had to throw a combination. So to get it done, I think this is the right move. Austin Martin to the Angels. We get back a starting pitcher, right? That was who we got Touki Toussaint back, and he will go down to AAA. Thank you, Touki. Our AAA lineup is going to be really, really good. Our rotation is going to be really, really good. Medina goes in here. And then the AAA, Quinn Priester goes in here, and Touki Toussaint goes in here. There we go. And then Robles can go in the bullpen. All right, so then the lineup is Kirilloff at right field. But who's going to lead off for us? Maybe we can make Alek Thomas the leadoff man? Because I don't feel confident having... No. Should we have... Yeah, we should probably have Mauricio lead off for us. And then India, then Kirilov, then Casas. We don't really have that power guy, do we? We don't have that big-time power hitter. I mean, Casas has got good power, but other than that, then Alec Thomas can hit 8. Tyler Stevenson will hit 9. Cam Collier, Tyler O'Neill, Ellie de la Cruz. Okay, I'm fine with that. So then we're going to have to switch this to make you there. Tyler O'Neill, I had him in 6, right? Yeah, then Collier, then Thomas, then Kirilov. Okay, perfect. So that's how we're going to run the lineups. Mauricio will lead off, and I think that looks a little bit better. We have the little bit of a low overall Cam Collier and Tyler Stevenson, but I think we can manage with the guys we have. Plus, we added to the bench with Tamar Johnson, so I think we got a little bit better there as well. All right, I think that's all the trades that we needed to make. The budget is good. We have positive in the surplus. We have positive in the actual budget. I think we are good to run it back past the All-Star break. So let's simulate against the Brewers. We have 42 players on the active 40-man roster. We'll have to change that. Okay, so somebody's going to get moved down. It's probably going to be Encarnacion. He'll probably clear waivers. I believe in him. And then Cleveland Robles will probably have to clear waivers as well. Sorry, Cleveland. I believe in the two of you. Now we play the Brewers. They don't have 4 valid lineups. Okay. Who's missing in their lineup? It is... Oh, it's probably a pitcher. I bet Cleveland Robles was that pitcher. Can Brian Medina go down there? Okay. Medina can go down there. Who's this? This is DH. Oh, that can be Eddie Freehan. I don't care. And then Castilla. Yeah, sure. And everybody here is good. And then everybody here is good. All right, perfect. That should be everything. We can continue on playing the Braves. Today's the trade deadline. I don't think we need to trade anything. Playing the Braves. I say playing the Braves, playing the Brewers, I meant. Yeah, I know we got contract extensions. Look at all those 8 potential guys we got to bring back. It's going to be very interesting. I may sign some of these guys in the, like, off camera just so that we don't have to do it all, but that's going to cost some money, so I'm going to figure it out. Just know I'm going to be worried the entire time I'm signing those guys, but all right. Next episode, we will probably play a home game against, I don't know, maybe the Cardinals or the Padres. Probably not the Cardinals because they're pretty bad. So maybe we should play the Padres in the middle of the month of August. I guess that could be pretty good. We haven't played the Padres in a while. So we'll play one of these games. Maybe Dustin May will be pitching one of these games. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be for the next episode. I'm not going to simulate past the trade deadline because I want to do these contract extensions. Actually, you know what? I probably can. Let's simulate this game against the things. Yeah, I can still do contract extension. Okay, perfect. So we've got stuff in the inbox. All right, perfect. All right, cool. Now we are into the month of August. I'm going to do contract extensions for guys that I really want to bring back. So just know that. I'm going to do that. Why didn't it change Mauricio's picture to an auto-generated picture like Dustin May and Kirilov? I don't know. But then in the next episode, we'll simulate to around this series against the Padres, and we'll play one of these games, depending on who's pitching. But I think that we made the right trades. I think we made enough trades in terms of the rotation with Dustin May and Nick Lodolo, and then in terms of the lineup with Mauricio, Kirilov, bringing them in and bringing Tamar Johnson in. I think that we've got the team built for a deep playoff run. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys thought. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Links are down below in the description for the World of Juice Discord, for the other channels that I have, and for the link to this playlist. So if you want to go back and maybe you missed a previous episode, you can go back and binge watch all of the previous episodes leading up to including this episode in the playlist, in the series. So yeah, that's all the stuff down there in the description. Other than that, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.